Hey everyone, it's the Jester, the Fool of the Cinema Kingdom. Welcome to another episode of DC vs. Marvel. DC and I tend to have a pretty rocky relationship. In my very first episode of DC vs. Marvel, I praised DC for being so clever. But then in episode 3, I criticized DC for revealing everything about Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice in the second trailer. Now I would like to give DC a valuable suggestion. Zack Snyder, I know you're planning on rebooting Green Lantern in 2020. I know you think that since Ryan Reynolds can go from the worst interpretation of Green Lantern ever to a movie like Deadpool, that you could make it a great film, but take my advice. If you want Green Lantern to be great, make it a trilogy. I'm not even kidding, make Green Lantern a trilogy. Because if you want to talk about big metagalactic things like parallax in a movie, why not make it a trilogy? I mean, think about the quantity that Green Lantern covers. It covers like the Sinestro Corps and the Red Lantern Corps and the Star Sapphire Corps, all of which should be put in a trilogy. There is speculation that Dan Boyer is going to play Hal Jordan. I don't particularly see anything wrong with that, but I personally thought Chris Pine was going to do it. However, then I saw the sneak peek of Wonder Woman and realized, oh yeah, so Chris Pine's going to play Steve Trevor, and then Dan Boyer is going to play Hal Jordan, and so they're both still DC property. But if you want it to be great, you need to invest more time in it, and in order to do that, it needs at least 3 movies. In the first movie, it's fine if Hal Jordan's fighting Parallax and all that stuff, just make it better. Second movie, I'd like to see both Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner against the Sinestro Corps. And in the end, what I want to see is Hal Jordan being possessed by Parallax, just like in the old comic books, and John Stewart has to stop him. Again, I include different kinds of Lantern Corps, like the Star Sapphire Corps, and my personal favorite, the Red Lantern Corps. Now, you know I'd usually end the episode here, but I've been noticing my videos are too short, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about the different kinds of Lantern Corps, so you can decide for yourself what Lantern Corps you would use if you were making a Green Lantern movie. Let's start with the most popular, of course, the Green Lantern Corps. Now, first of all, Green Lantern means that it's a power battery for all of the rings. Really, the ring is what holds the power for what the Green Lanterns do. The Green Lanterns represent willpower. The ring usually chooses someone who either has a great amount of willpower or can be trained to have a great amount of willpower. Just like all the other Lanterns, the Green Lanterns can think whatever they want and then it'll just pop out of their ring. Their only weakness is the color yellow, and that takes me to the next Lantern Corps, which is the Yellow Lantern Corps, usually the Sinestro Corps. The Yellow Lanterns represent fear. In the DC Comics universe, fear is considered the opposite of willpower, and you know, you've probably seen that in like Batman and stuff. So as you can imagine, there are some pretty scary people wearing these yellow rings. Even the Scarecrow from Batman has put on a yellow ring. The Red Lantern Corps represent rage, and the reason they're my favorite is because of Atrocitus, their leader. I mean, seriously, look at this guy. He just looks awesome. Now, they are led by rage, so of course their rage is what powers the ring. Well, no, don't get me wrong, it's the Lantern power battery that powers the ring, but their rage helps them. Orange is the color of greed, and I think it's funny that there's only one who has the orange ring. His name is Larfleeze, and he's kind of a Gollum-like character just in the fact that he thinks anyone he comes across is trying to steal his ring. Indigo Lanterns are represented as compassion. I don't know that much about them, so I won't say that much, except that yeah, I can't say that much about them. The Blue Lanterns represent hope, and apparently they can only fight if they're powered by a Green Lantern, which is kind of lame if you ask me. I don't know, I guess it's a metaphor that hope needs to be backed by will in order to work. I don't know. The Violet Lanterns, aka the Star Sapphire Corps, are representative of love, and it happened with just Star Sapphire. Like, she was in love with Hal Jordan, and so, you know, she helped him and fought him, and it was just weird. And there's the Black Lanterns, or like, I don't know, what do you call them, Dark Lanterns? Whatever doesn't sound racist. They basically can create zombies. And I guess it's kind of awesome, because then, like, the zombies turn into Black Lanterns themselves and they can kill people. They're like Soul Reapers from Bleach. But I don't know anything about that, so don't get mad at me if I mess that up. Another thing about the White Lanterns is probably the best, because they have the powers of all the Lanterns combined. The White Lanterns exhibit the power of all of the emotional spectrum. Seems like they're the most powerful and the most noble. Like, I would want to be on their side. I just have one question. Where are the Gray Lanterns? What emotion would they be? That's all the time I have for today, guys. Do you think Green Lantern should be made into a trilogy? Put your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, maybe even a favorite. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next crusade. Bye now.